Today's question is, what's better for your erections? Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra? Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins, and this question was asked multiple times in a couple of my videos in the comment section, and I put direct links to those videos below in the description area, and you can take a look at them. And it's a good question because it can be confusing about how each drug works, the pros and cons. But first, a quick background about each of them. All three drugs, Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, are all phosphodiesterase type 5 or PDE5 inhibitors. They basically also boost nitric oxide levels. They are vasodilators and basically serve the same function, and that's to increase blood flow throughout your body. And yes, this can mean better erections for some men, and I'll tell you how you can improve the results in a minute. However, PDE5 inhibitors were originally designed as blood pressure drugs. The side benefit was actually better erections. So that's the basic similarity between all three drugs. I'll now cover how each works, the ideal dosage, which drug is best used based on your goals, and most importantly, how to make these drugs work better at a lower dose, not having the side effects, especially since over 40% of the population that takes these drugs, it just doesn't work for them. And before I continue, I need to give you a legal disclaimer. Do not do anything that I'm saying today until you speak to your doctor. These are just my opinions and for entertainment purposes only. So let's first start with Viagra. Now, Viagra is fast acting. It's the fastest acting one. It takes about 15 to 45 minutes to start working, and it'll last about 4 hours typically, up to 12 hours based on the dosage. Basically, the higher the dose, the longer it'll last due to the half-life. However, most of all the effects, peak around 4 to 5 hours. Viagra needs to be taken on an empty stomach. This is really important for you to know. Ideally, about 2 hours after a meal or about an hour before a meal. Basically, everything needs to be empty. A simple trick, just in case you wait, is to take the Viagra, to make it work faster, is to smash it up between your teeth and let it sit underneath your tongue until most of it is dissolved, then wash the rest down with a cup of water. That'll make it work faster if you had a ton of food in your body. Viagra typically comes in 50 or 100 milligram tablets. I always suggest start with the lowest, which is around 25 milligrams or, basically a quarter of a 100 milligram tablet. See how you feel. See how you react and how you deal with the negative side effects. Always start low with any drug. Next, we have Cialis. Now, Cialis is the longest acting PDE5 inhibitor. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes to take effect. It takes longer to take effect than the Viagra, but lasts about 24 to 36 hours. That's a full day, up to 2 days. Cialis can be taken with food, even though it does work better on an empty stomach. And Cialis typically comes in 20 milligram tablets. Again, start low. Even 5 milligrams is very effective, and see how you feel. Now, the third drug is Levitra. Levitra is kind of in the middle of the Viagra and Cialis. It lasts a little bit longer than Viagra by about 2 to 5 hours, but much shorter than Cialis. Honestly, I don't even see the point of this drug. Either take Cialis or Viagra. They do everything you need. So let's go back to Viagra and Cialis and what would be best for you based on your goals. The first option is for sure when you're going to have sex and you want fast results, then take Viagra. Just take it for about 30 minutes before sex. Maybe even up to an hour or two is fine as well, since it'll be in your system for about 3 or 4 hours. Keep in mind that because Viagra is fast acting, the side effects are also much more pronounced. They'll hit you harder. And this means headaches, red eye, and potential vision problems, as well as nasal congestion. Also, very important, be mindful that it will lower blood pressure quickly. Again, it's a blood pressure drug originally. And I've known plenty of guys who have either passed out or almost passed out or felt very weak because they had hypotension, low blood pressure. So be mindful of that. Now we have Cialis, and Cialis is best used if you're not sure if or when you're going to have sex. Maybe it's a first or second date or something, or it's a new person you're dating, you're not sure. You're hopeful, but, just not sure. You'll take Cialis maybe earlier in the day, right? In the morning, just in case you get lucky on that date later on that night. You're taking it more for insurance reasons. Or maybe you're going away for a weekend trip and you never know when you need to perform, right? You want to be ready at any moment. Keep in mind, Cialis' side effects are, again, the same as Viagra. They're all the same. But since Cialis is slower acting, the negative side effects are more subtle, right? They don't hit you as hard as Viagra. Now, since Cialis is long-acting, it puts your mind at ease because, hey, you can perform an hour later or 12 hours later or even the next day. No planning ahead of time. That's the cool part. With Viagra, you can't be as spontaneous. It almost needs to be pre-planned since it's so fast-acting. Maybe use Viagra with, again, the regular girlfriend or your wife or something similar when you have a planned date night and you know what to expect since you're in a long-term relationship and your communication is going, you both know what to expect. There's two other questions people have asked. The first one is, can I mix the two, right? Some people ask if they can mix Viagra and Cialis. Yes, you can. But for sure, you have to use a lower dose of both since there's an additive effect. For example, you might take Cialis in the morning, and then if you see an opportunity later and you're almost certain you're going to have sex, then you can, you have a little bit more prep time and everything. Then you would also add in the Viagra as well, about 30 to 45 minutes before sex. Remember, additive effect, the smallest dose possible, okay? The biggest question is, how can it work better for you? There is a big problem with these drugs. And again, as I stated later, they typically don't work for about 40 to 45% of men. And the older you are, the less effective they are. Ironically, they work much better in younger guys who don't even need them, but use the drugs, for an extra kick, or maybe because if they get anxious or nervous, they use it for insurance reasons. So why is this? Why is it working for younger guys and not for older guys who need it? Well, younger guys have better testosterone levels, and the higher your testosterone levels and the better your hormonal balance, the better these drugs work. In fact, if you had optimal hormonal balance and higher total and free testosterone levels, you wouldn't even need these drugs. And if you did use them with optimal hormonal balance, they work much better at a much lower dose and thus fewer negative side effects. Remember, as I've said in the past, genetics aside, hormones control how you look and feel. When you have optimal hormonal balance and testosterone levels, you will perform better in bed. You'll have harder, bigger, fuller erections. You'll have a higher libido and sex drive. You'll feel more confident and be in a better positive mood. Those are all the benefits of good hormones. Now, these drugs work on mechanical reasons, just for you to get an erection up or down. They do nothing for increasing libido or sex drive, and they obviously do not fix the real problem that's causing erectile dysfunction. And if you don't optimize your testosterone levels now, you already know that things will only get worse as you get older. And then the worst part is these drugs will not even work later on. Optimize your hormones, and below I've listed important videos and solutions about increasing your testosterone levels naturally, in addition to more specific videos and natural alternatives to both Viagra and Cialis. Use them responsibly. Again, speak to your doctor first, and let me know below comments and questions you have about today's video, what you've learned, what additional questions you have, and I promise to make more videos about this topic for your questions.